Riley Finn. I'm 16 years old, and I go to Gloucester County Institute of Technology, and in the future, I hope to work in the music business. And I'm here with the Honor Society at GCIT, and we are partnering with United Way of Gloucester County. And today I'm going to be reading you Tight Times by Barbara Shook Hazen and pictures by Trina Shart Hyman. This morning I asked Mom, "Why can't I have a dog?" "Not now," she said. "Not again." And not to bother her when she's busy. So I asked Daddy, "Why can't I have a dog? Last year you said I could have one when I was bigger. And I'm a lot bigger now, so why not now?" "Because of tight times," said Daddy. "He said I was too little to understand." "I'm not too little," I said. Daddy said he'd give me a shoulder ride and tell me all about it at breakfast. He said tight times are when everything keeps going up. I had a balloon that did that once. Daddy said tight times are why we all eat Mr. Bulk instead of cereals in little boxes. I like little boxes better. Daddy said tight times are why we went to the sprinkler last summer instead of the lake. I like the lake better. Daddy said tight times are why we don't have a roast beef on Sunday. Instead, we have soupy things with lima beans. I hate lima beans. If I had a dog, I'd make him eat mine. Daddy says tight times are why Mrs. McIntosh picks me up instead of school, instead of Mommy, because of Mommy's job. Mommy was more fun. Mrs. McIntosh isn't good at games, and she never wants to watch what I want on TV. I'd trade her for a dog any day. This afternoon, something funny happened. Daddy came home in the middle of the day. I was making up a new game, and Mrs. McIntosh was watching her program. Daddy looked mad. He said something to Mrs. McIntosh, and she left. Then, Daddy fixed us special drinks for both of us. He said he wasn't mad at me. He said he was mad because he'd lost something. I said, "Look behind the radiator," because that's where I found my lost puzzle piece. Daddy said it wasn't that simple. What he'd lost was his job. Then Mommy came home. She gave me a candy bar and said she wanted to talk to Daddy. I said I could go outside and sit on the front steps. But do not go near the street no matter what. Mrs. McIntosh never let me do that. I was just sitting on the steps when I heard something. It sounded like it was coming from the trash can. It sounded like somebody crying. It kept on crying. So I walked over and looked under the lid. There was something in there. It was a cat. I didn't know how it got in, but a nice lady helped me get it out. I never saw such a skinny little cat. I gave it some of my candy bar, but it wouldn't eat. The nice lady said she'd give it a saucer of milk. I asked the lady if it was her cat. She said no. She said I could keep it if I wanted. Wow, what a nice lady! I ran all the way up the stairs. I tiptoed into the kitchen. I tried to be quiet, but the milk was way up high. It tipped and made a terrible mess. Mommy and Daddy ran out of their room. Daddy looked funny. He looked at the cat, then he looked at me. "What's that?" he asked. "It's a cat," I told him. A nice lady said I could keep it. And I didn't go near the street. Then something sort of scary happened. Daddy started to cry. So did Mommy. I didn't know Daddy's cried. I didn't know what to do. Then they both made a sandwich hug with me in the middle. So I started to cry. Then Daddy said, Okay, you can keep it. Only one thing. I never want to hear another word about your wanting of a dog. Ever." "Okay," I said. After dinner, Daddy asked me what I was going to call my cat. "Dog," I said, because I always wanted to have one, even if I don't have any more. Dog's a great cat. She's good at games and likes to tickle me with her chin whiskers. I sure hope Dog likes lima beans. The end. So the theme of Tight Times is that no matter what through your hard times in life, you can still make the best out of it. Thank you.